Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And today's lecture we will talk about operators in Dart programming language. Number one, let's talk about arithmetic operators. So there are four types of arithmetic operators in Dart programming language. Number one is adding, addition. Number two, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So let's talk one by one each. Okay. For example, integer number one, let's say num1 8 equal to 8, and integer num2 equal to 9. And now I would like to I want to add both values, and it will show us the addition of number one and num1 and num2. Okay, right. So the next one is subtraction. Num2 num1 minus num1. Okay, so it will show us sub value, and integer multiplication, whatever, let's make it multi. All right, num1 multiply num2, and now let's print multiple. This is the, as you can. Now let me show you a division. Integer num3, let's say equal to 3. And now what I want to do is I want to division num2 divide by num3. Okay, print division. Let's see what's the error. Double. Should be double, guys. Now let's talk about the equality or relational operators in Dart programming language. Number one is equal sign. For example, let me give an example. Integer number one, let's say equal to 8, and integer number 2 equal to 8. Now I want to check if both values are equal or not. Okay, so what do you think the result will be? The result will be false because both numbers are not equal. Okay, and number 2 is not equal sign. Not equal. I want to check if both numbers are not equal. And if you print num1 not equal to num2, so what do you think the result will be? The result will be true. The result will be true since number 7 is not equal to 8. In programming, actually there are certain cases where you need to check if two numbers are not equal different conditions. So, and next one is greater than, and in Dart we use as this sign. Okay, so I will just print again num1. If num1 is greater than num2, show us the result. So number 7 is not greater than number 8, so the result will be false. Okay, and next one is less than sign. So again I will use the same example, num1 less than num2. Since number 7 is less than number 8, the result will be true. Okay, and less than sign should be like that. Okay, so next one, what we have is greater or equal. So it will check if it's equal or not. Okay, for example, print num2 greater or equal to num1, and the result will be true. All right, greater or what we call equal. So next one, what we have is less than or equal. Less than or now we'll print num1 less than or equal to num2. So it will check if it's equal or less. Okay, so the result will be true for this as well. Now let's talk about type test operators, guys. There are 3 types test operators in Dart programming language. Number 1 is as, number 2 is, number 3 is not equal. Okay, so let me give you an example. For example, there are certain cases where we want to import package name travel points, for example .dart as travel. So we can use like this. This is the really great example for this. And number 2, it shows errors. So this is, since it's an online editor, it's natural. And number 2 is if the specific object contains the specified type, it evaluates the object. Okay, let me give you an example. If points is, let's say, places object, it will evaluate result will be true or false. So in that case we can use is operator. And number 3, example 3, if points is not places, for example, it will return true or false. If the object contains the specified type, it evaluates to false. Not usually use it, so we don't usually use it, but it's better if you guys know this operator. Now let's talk about assignment operators in Dart programming language. So number 1, is equal sign, for example, into num, and we are assigning num1 to 6. Okay, this is assignment operator. And second is adding to the current value. Adding to the current value. Num1. So we are adding 1 to, okay, we are adding 4 to num1. So the result will be 10. And it was, the previous result was 6. So I want to show you this one. And next one, subtracts from the current value. So this assignment operator will subtract from the current value. Subtract from the current value. Alright, let me give an example using the same number, num1 minus or equal to 3. And now we will print again. And the result should be 7 for that. Okay. And there is this one. There is another operator which multiply equal, and it means multiplies from the current value. Num1 multiply 2. So what do you think the result will be? The result will be 14. Okay, it's same as like this, num1 plus multiply 2. Okay, hope you guys understand this one. And the last one is divides from the current value. Divides from the current value. Let me give you an example. Num1 divide by 3. Let's say 3. So now I wanna store num2 num1. Okay, it will show us error. Why? Because we are trying to store the integer value to double. Hold on, can be assigned to. That's why what I want to do is double num3 and num3. Okay, now we can assign double to double, not integer one. Okay, and it doesn't cause any error right now. So the result will be 3. Now let's talk about logical operators in Dart programming language, guys. So there are three types of logical operators in Dart. The first one is we can read as not, and second one and third one is or. Let me give you an example how it works. For example, if not 7 greater than 3, so this part is actually true, right? But with using the not operator, the result, what do you think the result will be false. And next one is AND operator. For example, if 7 is greater than 3 equal, so 4 greater than 1, what do you think the result? The result will be here is true. This operator and operator will check both parts, and in order to get the true result, both parts should be true. Okay, so number 3, let's talk about OR operator. Now let's talk about OR operator, guys. So in that case, in this certain case, it will just check one side. Since let's say 4 is greater than 5. It's not true, right? But it's just checking the one side. If as soon as the one side of the condition is true, it will return to true. If we change this one with AND operator, it will bring us false result. So that's the main difference between OR and operators. Now let's talk about conditional expressions. Okay, so in order to test it, I will declare bool test to true. So test, if test is equal to true, print true, or print false. So if the test boolean, the value is equal to true, let's make it success or error. It can be confusing, right? What do you think? The result will come as success. What if we make it false? It will print error. Okay, we are checking if test value is true, print with success. If the value is false, print error. That's how we use conditional expressions in Dart programming language. Now, last but least, let's talk about cascade notation in Dart programming language. Okay, so in order to use this, I will give you one class example. Let's say we have class person. Okay, so there's a string, a name, and integer age, and we will need always guys, we need constructor for this name, this dot age. Okay, and I will declare one function to show info, for example. So this is void function. So let me print the name. Print, just let's say just success. Okay, since okay, so now I will just go back to my main function, and there I will first declare person, for example Davis, Sarti. Okay, so and now what I want to do is I want to call the function first without using cascade notation. Okay, I'm sorry, notation, person show info. Okay, now I will give example using with cascade notation, person dot show info. So before calling this, let's show name and age here. Okay, so this will be it. Let's show. So it's showing 2 times. The first one is without cascade notation, and second one is using with cascade notation. That's the end of our today's class, guys. If you guys find my lectures useful, please share and like and subscribe. Thank you. See you again.